Hey everyone, it's Selena from Luna Crafts. Today I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to make shoestrings. The shoestrings I made are for kids. You're going to use these tips right here. It's very simple. I got the, I guess you'd call it birthday print. Looks like sprinkles or the colors they use for birthday parties. Just different colored polka dots, white ribbon with different colors for polka dots. If you need a chart, if you're going to make it for adult size, you can Google it. Just type in links for shoelaces or chart for making shoelaces. I found one and it's, I got it off of Google. I just typed it in and got it, and it has babies, toddlers, then I think it's kids, preteens, and adults. So, yeah, just go on there and you'll be able to get a chart and you'll find out what length you need for your shoelaces. So when you do this though, I think you're gonna cut off 2 extra inches off the shoelace is what the directions say. I actually didn't do that on these because I actually used the, I think, toddler length and I wanted it for a baby, so I didn't put the 2 extra inches. So I think I measured these at 24. So I'm going to do these that I'm going to do today in polka dot ribbon. Red with white polka dot ribbon, rather. Today I did cut off 26 inches instead of 24 for the 2 extra inches that I needed. The supplies you're going to need is your ribbon, which would be this right here. For those of you who like to have your ribbon neat, you might want to keep the plastic thing that comes with the ribbon, the little plastic film that wraps around this and holds the ribbon closed. You might want to save this if yours has the tape on both ends. Some of them do not, but this one does. So you can just set it to the side, or as soon as you cut your ribbon off. I've already measured mine out. I actually started this video and I've already done one for this, but my family came home and was really loud, so now I'm redoing the video. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this back on my ribbon to make sure it stays neat. If you hear any noise in the background, everybody in my family seriously just got home, so, and it's close to dinner time and they get really loud. Plus there's 2 kids in there. So anyway, so this, I don't know if I can show the length real good. This is the length of mine. I cut it off at 24, but I think they ended up being 23 inches and a quarter because I didn't add the extra 2 inches. Now, the supplies you're going to need is the ribbon, scissors, measuring tape. You can use a ruler. You're just going to have to, you know, put your finger where you ended off and then move the ruler up. I just like using this. You can get these at Walmart. Just the measuring tape that I use for sewing. And the other thing you're going to need is the shoelace tips. Now these I got at Walmart too. I actually did not know that it was this simple to make your shoelaces. I actually didn't know that they actually made this stuff to make shoelaces, and I came across headband stuff, and which I also made a tutorial for. I think I'm going to redo it though because I don't think the lighting and the camera didn't focus that well. But anyway, but I found these 2 the same day, and I think they're about $1 something, $2 and something. They're not expensive. But this is what it looks like. It's at Walmart in the ribbon section. There's directions on the back. But what they look like, and I'm sure you can guess, it's the little tube things on the ends of shoelaces. Really, all this is going to do, you're going to need 4 to pull 4 of these out, because you're going to need one for each end of both of your shoelaces. So you cut your ribbon off, 2 pieces. Yeah, I cut these at 26, so This is for kids though, or it's either toddler or baby. I think it's toddler. But I've already done one end before my family came in. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to do it real quick. I'm going to redo it. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off and do the other side for you. And show you all that. But yeah, you're going to need the 4 tubes out, the ribbon, the scissors, the measuring tape, and don't forget the hairdryer or heat gun. Whichever one you have is fine. I don't have a heat gun, so I'm using hairdryer. For your hairdryer, don't use cool because it will take forever to shrink the plastic. Use warm or hot setting on it. I wouldn't recommend the hot because the first time I did it on hot, you're going to burn your fingers and it hurts. So keep it on warm so you don't burn yourself and you can hold the ribbon longer, and you're going to actually twist the ribbon while you've got the heat on it so it shrinks evenly. But yeah, this is a very simple project, and I am going to fix my camera so I can zoom in on the table that I'm actually going to be working on. So go ahead and get your supplies ready if you want to go ahead and measure it out and do it with me, or wait a second, I'll be back and you can do it later. Okay, so I'm back, and what we're going to do is the directions call. You can always read the directions for this. This project really doesn't call for a tutorial. I'm only doing it to let people know that there is an option to make your own shoelaces, because I know some people that always talk about how they wish that they could, I'm just cutting off excess string if you're wondering what I'm doing, but they always say that they wish that they had their own string to personalize their shoes with their own personal taste. So I was like, hey, there's shoelaces, why not make some? So what we're going to do is we're going to twist the ribbon. I'll show you what I'm doing real quick. Twist it as tight as you can, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to push it through the tube. I'm trying to keep my hands where you can see them. So twist as far as you need to and as tight as you can so you can push it through this tube. I don't think this is the way the directions do it. This is just the simplest way that I can do it. So now that you have it twisted, put that twisted end through. Make sure you still have the rest of it twisted right here where I'm holding. And I want you hold that back there if you, oh crap, didn't mean to do that. Let's twist it again, and I'll explain what I mean in a minute. Okay, I think that's enough. Oh wait, it's not tight enough. Yeah, definitely make sure it's tight and you want to get off any excess string. Okay, so start pushing it through the tube. So we're pushing it through. And twist the tube as you do this. It makes it easier to get it through if you twist the tube and push the twisted ribbon through. Twist the tube and push the twisted ribbon through. So we're going to keep doing that until it comes out the other end, which I'm having difficulty doing because mine lumped up a little. Okay, so just pull it out through the other side as soon as you get enough to start pulling. You can go ahead and let go of that twisted ribbon and just kind of let it fall like mine just did, and pull it through the tube. So I have some yarn right here sticking out. Here's the tube and here's that. If you want, you can go back. I don't really mind mine twisted through the tube because you can see the design all the way. And if you don't have double printed, you're going to have a blank side of just the color, and then you're going to have the printed side. So I don't mind mine twisted because it shows it all of the print. But if you want, it kind of makes it hold like that. Like if you can see the way it's still twisted and it's wanting to not lay flat, you can go ahead and untwist that to prevent that from happening. So let's untwist it. Sorry if you can't see this real good because I'm kind of cramped right now with the workspace since everybody got home. And I wanted to make sure y'all could hear what I was saying. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so I just left about this much off. I'm sure the directions, I think they say how much to leave off and everything, but I just left that much off. And this looks a lot better than it did this way. So yeah, once you have it on, you're just gonna put your heat gun or your hairdryer, which is what I'm using, and you want to start blow drying the tube, and it's gonna start to shrink around this ribbon. And what you want to do while it's doing that is kind of twist this and make sure it heats all sides. Like you can do it like this and start, you know, turning it. Just keep turning it so it shrinks evenly. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and let me see if I can grab the hairdryer real quick. I hope the hairdryer isn't that loud, but we'll see. Make sure I have my cord pulled long enough. Okay, so if you want to turn it on high, you can turn it on high. I'm not going to because I want to make sure y'all can hear me, which I might have to because it's shrinking a lot slower than it's supposed to. So just slowly turn. I don't know if y'all can see, but it's already shrinking on this side. Okay, so let me lay that down. Okay, now to see if it's really gotten tighter on the ribbon, you can always pull on a little. The plastic is going to be a little bit hot, of course, after you just get done. So if you don't want to touch it just yet, let it dry. It's a little bit sticky while it's still hot, but let it dry, and then you can just kind of tug on it. And as y'all can see, mine's not coming out because it actually shrunk pretty good around it. Okay, and what we're going to do here, grab my scissors, is we're just going to cut off that excess ribbon right at the tip of that tube. So, okay, you see how flat it is right there? And that is the finished project. Not completely finished because you have to do the other ends. So you just do the same thing to the other end and do same thing to the other shoelace. So this is both of them. I did this one earlier. This is the one I did now. So that's what they look like. If you don't, what I was talking about, if you don't untwist the ribbon inside the tube, this is what happens. You see how it's angling that way? It's twisted, so it's not flat. So you might want to go with untwisting it, making sure it's not twisted inside that, and then you will have a flat shoelace right here. So that is how you make shoelaces. I'll show you again what the finished project looks like. This is the first ones that I did. To show you one. This is both ends of the shoelace. So, and again, it's not really expensive, doesn't really need a tutorial. I just wanted people to know that the option of making your own shoelaces is out there. Ribbon and shoelace tips. So, and I'm sure everybody has a hairdryer and scissors at home and some kind of measuring tool. So really all you need to buy at the store is the ribbon and the shoelace tips. And if you've already got ribbon, then there you go. You're ready to start it. So try this out and everybody let me know what you think.